My name is Jordan, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. So today we are talking about something very exciting. I am graduating in May from West Virginia University, and I have a very exciting job coming up afterward. So we're gonna do a little bit of a story time as to how this all happened and whatnot, but I will be participating in the fall 2023 Disney College Program, and I am so excited. So I actually had already accepted a position. It was a consultancy position, and I had like my whole life figured out. That's what I was going to do. And if you know me, you know that I'm very type A. So having to change plans once some things occurred in my life that we will talk about in another video, I was like really nervous and I didn't know what to do. The Disney College Program has been something I've wanted to do since the minute that I found out about what it was. And my best friend was like, you know what, I just applied, you should just throw in your application. I know that there's a lot going on in your life right now. Just throw your hat in the ring. And honestly, at first I was like, no, because I was very stuck in my way. I was like, no, like I have to, you know, pursue this other job, whatnot. And, you know, some life things happened, and I was like, you know what, okay, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna throw my hat in the ring. And I did. Basically a really quick rundown of the interview process, because I'm sure that if you're watching this video or if you've watched other videos about the Disney College Program, that it talks extensively about what it's like applying for it and all the steps that come after that. Basically, I just went on the website, I filled out all of my previous work history in like the past, I think it was like 3 or 4 years, and then I just honestly submitted it on their website, and then I heard back like, I think maybe 3 minutes later, and it was like, okay, you're gonna do the web-based interview now. If the web-based interview is something that people want to know more about, I'm more than happy to make a video about that, but it's just basically like a questionnaire kind of deal, and it's 3 sections, and it kind of just is like to get a gist of who you are and to make sure that you're a right fit for the Walt Disney Company. I think it's really cool, really innovative of Disney to do, because there are so many applicants, but this assessment allows them to get a little bit more of an intimate view of you that they might not be able to get just from your resume. So I think it's actually a really cool and innovative practice that they've been using. And I was like shaking after my web-based interview. I was like, I hope I answered it right, even though there really aren't any right answers. And then I think it was literally like 5 minutes later, it was like, schedule your phone interview. And I was like, okay. So I scheduled my phone interview, and I waited all week for it. I had to wait an entire week, which was nerve-wracking. And I had a great time during my phone interview. My interviewer was very personable, really awesome to talk to. I tend to talk quite a lot, and obviously they have a lot of people they need to talk to, so I think my call was about 20 minutes, 22 minutes maybe, but I have seen and heard of interviews being either longer or less than that, and people still getting the job. So my advice to you is don't think too hard into how long your interview is, think more about the content of your interview. So don't freak out about that. But with that little history in mind, I kind of want to get into this video and kind of just introduce myself, as I will be vlogging this experience, and I'm so excited to share everything that I can with you guys. Make sure to follow my main account, jordannnperry with 3 N's, and my Disney account, jpsclubhouse, which my best friend helped me name. I can't coin it myself, where I will be posting about my experience and just keeping you all in the loop. And I'm really excited. I'll be able to do stories, I'll be able to do some posting, and I might do collaborative posts, I might do single posts. I don't know what I'm going to post yet. I've not posted on the Disney account yet, so don't judge me for that. Let's get into this video. So I'm going to be answering a couple questions, but about me really quick. Like I said, I'm Jordan Perry. I'm graduating from West Virginia University. However, I am from New Hampshire, which no one really ever knows about. To make things quite simple for you, I am from the very bottom of New Hampshire. I'm 45 minutes outside of Boston, so I am a Patriots fan, a Red Sox fan, a Celtics fan, and a Bruins fan. And that's just how I was born. I am sympathetic to others though, so if you are fans of other teams, we can be friends, we can get along. Just know where I stand. And now that we've gotten super political in my first video, that's awesome. Jump into a little bit more about me. I used to live in Florida from the age of 0 to 4, and I don't remember any of it. However, my family and I, when we moved back up to New England, they always made it a priority to get us to Disney as much as they possibly could. My dad grew up going to Disney, and he is the youngest of his siblings, and so with that age gap, his parents allowed him to always like bring friends because his siblings were too old to go anymore. Not too old, because that's literally not a thing. They just didn't want to go anymore, which is lame. But just didn't want to go anymore, so, you know, my grandparents were like, okay, you can bring whoever you want, and they would make a trip out of it every year. My dad then met my mother. We don't need to get all into that. They fell in love, so cute, so sweet. And they had us, my older sister, myself, and my younger brother. But when I was younger, you know, we struggled financially. However, my parents really just made it a priority to somehow get us there every other year or so, or however often that they could get us there. And that's like where my core memories with Disney are. Something that might be unpopular that I miss of Disney so much is Wishes. I miss Wishes every single day. I've only seen Happily Ever After once, so I do need to go and see that and fall in love with that show, as I'm sure I will. I just really miss Wishes as well, but it's fine. But as soon as I found out what the Disney College Program was, I was like, that's awesome. I originally thought the Disney College Program, because I was like 7, was genuinely a college. And I was like, I have to get in, I have to go. And then I realized that I was actually gonna have to go to real college in order to get into the college program. So when I was 16 years old, my family and I, we all got matching tattoos. It's the Cinderella's Castle coordinates, and it is little Mickey ears next to it. I have it on the back of my right shoulder. It's so funny too, because I always said I was never gonna get a tattoo, and then my parents talked about that one, and I was like, yeah, that one. Because, you know, things happen in life, families struggle emotionally, financially, just in life in general, and every time we went to Disney though, it was like nothing ever mattered. Like just our time there, being with each other, that's what mattered. And so all those memories are tied to Disney World for me, and I'm really excited that now I get to do that for another, you know, little person, and little or big person, honestly. You know, you never know. I mean, adults go to Disney all the time for the first time ever, and they're like, this is exactly what I needed, and I love that. I think that's awesome. But flash forward, I got in, and I'm going, and we are going to get into some questions that I've seen a lot of other people answer that have done the Disney College Program. It's just a little bit of an intro into me, who I am, my life, you know, surrounding the program and whatnot. So let's get into some questions. Okay, so question number 1 is, how did you hear about the Disney College Program? I kind of already said this a little bit. I don't even remember when I found out about it. I think I might have, probably from my older sister. My older sister, it was so funny. She always said that she was gonna leave for college, and she was gonna go to Florida, and she was gonna do the Disney College Program, and she actually ended up going to a state school in New Hampshire, great school, University of New Hampshire, love it, go Wildcats. And I actually was the one who ended up leaving, which people thought I was just joking and that I was not actually gonna leave, but I did. And so I'm kind of doing this for myself, and I'm also doing this for her because this was a dream of hers. But my sister just graduated from PA school, so she's gonna go and she's gonna save some lives. And so I think that's awesome. But I would say I probably heard about it from my sister while we were in Disney one day. Second question is, how was the interview process? Again, already kind of went into this. Wow, I just talk so much, I ruined my own videos. The interview process was great. It was very, you know, very easy to navigate. If you are applying for the Disney College Program and you have a lot of questions and you're kind of scared to ask, you know, Disney directly, there are often Facebook pages, and so I joined a Facebook page. I think it's like DCP Fall 23 or something like that, and you just see every day people asking questions about the interview process, or if they've like filled out all their information right, and people are super helpful. They don't gatekeep on there. We love that. They help each other out, and it's great. And so a lot of the times when I had a question, someone would have already asked it, and so I just had to look to see if it got answered, and it did usually. Okay, the next question is, what is your role? Role is pending. I guess I should tell you when I'm going. Let's get into that for a second. So my arrival date is May 22nd, but there is a caveat to that. There's a total caveat to that. I graduate the weekend before, so I'm going to graduate Sunday. I'm just gonna explain this to you. I'm gonna graduate Sunday, okay, from West Virginia University. Then I'm going to drive on Monday from West Virginia to New Hampshire, and then I'll have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at home. Friday, I'm driving back down to West Virginia, staying with a friend, traveling the next day to South Carolina, and then traveling to Florida. Yeah. Oh, and then move-in is going to be that Monday. So I have less than a week home. I did choose my dates, so I kind of did that to myself, but I was really excited and I wanted to get into it. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. However, with that being said, I have not gotten my role yet. However, I can tell you the roles that I did say I might want. To preface though, I am just genuinely so grateful that I'm even doing the Disney College program. Not everyone gets accepted, and it's a huge responsibility to uphold the magic wherever I am. So I will, you know, make whatever position I get work. I will enjoy my coworkers, and I will be grateful for this opportunity. But my favorite or preferred roles are attractions, character attendant, and then my personal favorite, photo pass. So many of the memories that I have from Disney come with photos, and when I'm looking at a picture I can think of what I was doing in that moment, or how I felt, and what I was eating, and all the feelings that were tied to it. And I would love to take photos for other families and be able to give them those special moments in time, capture those special moments in time, you know, making people feel, you know, confident and pretty and whatnot would be really exciting for me. So I would love to do that for other people. So that's just where that stems from. Okay, this next question is, how did you find your roommates? We actually haven't chosen our rooms yet, but I do have a roommate that I am going to be trying to link with. So for those of you who don't know, linking is basically like a room preference, a roommate preference. You kind of just say like, I really want a room with this person. So as I said earlier, my best friend applied for the Disney College program, and of course she got in. She's amazing. Did not have a question about that at all. So we have been in the same sorority for 2 years now, and we've lived in, or no, 3 years now. I can't do math. Awesome. And we've lived in the sorority house together for 2 years now. She's graduating a year early because she's so cool, she's so smart. Then yeah, that's hopefully one of my roommates. Her name is Emma. She's going to be vlogging her Disney College experience as well, I believe. So you'll definitely see us posting together. That's very exciting. So I'm really excited to, you know, have my own kitchen and be able to cook. Living in the sorority house, you're not allowed to cook your own food. I mean, we have an air fryer, a microwave, and a toaster, but you know, your capabilities can be a little limited, especially because I do love cooking so much, and so I'm really excited. I'm probably going to make a couple cooking and baking videos because it's my speed, you know, it's what I want to do. But Emma and I living together is going to be so fun. I'm really excited. This says, what are you going to miss while doing the program? Definitely my friends and family that aren't going to be in Florida. It's an adjustment period. I'm going to go from being, you know, close to my closest friends, and then being able to visit my family every now and then when we have breaks, to, you know, just being in Florida full time basically, and not really getting as many vacation time, or as much vacation time. I'll definitely miss them, but it's time to put on our big girl pants and just start practicing being independent. Independence is a huge thing for me, and I just want to be able to start practicing that and creating a life for myself, while also being able to, you know, stay in contact with loved ones and making them a priority, because I think that's going to be a really big part of it too, is just being like, I know we're apart, but I'll text you, I'll call you, and making that time for each other, because that's what long distance is, right? Also, this is very niche. We don't have this in New England, but I'm going to miss Sheetz so bad. For those of you who don't know, Sheetz is like, it's like the creme de la creme of gas stations. And basically it's a gas station, but then there you go in and there's food of all kinds. There's so many snacks. You can order food. So it's like basically like a fast food restaurant with any snacks that you can possibly think of, with a milkshake machine, with a beer and wine out, like fridge. It's just overwhelming in the best way possible, and I love it, and I'm going to miss that a lot. Okay, we have a Disney specific question. What's your favorite Disney park? I don't feel like this is fair, because I don't know how I'm supposed to choose one, and I won't. I'm not doing it. I would say, I'm gonna say why each park is my favorite, and then try and narrow it down. Magic Kingdom is Magic Kingdom. It's nostalgic, it's classic, it's got Main Street, it's got pirates, it's got Thunder Mountain, it's got Spaceship, or Space Mountain, it's got like everything you can possibly think of, and it's just very homey. And obviously we have the fireworks show at the end of the night, we have the castle, so there's just a lot of reasons why I love Magic Kingdom. Epcot, did not love Epcot when I was a kid. When you're a kid in Epcot, you're like, what is going on? Now, one thing that was really exciting is I did the Kim Possible challenge, where you kind of got a phone and you got these little missions, and then you like would press a button in a certain country and like little things would fly around. But other than that, I didn't really understand, you know, like, I was like, okay, we're going from world to world. Okay, awesome, so cool. But as an adult, I love Epcot. I think it's so cool. So much more appreciation for it now. And they just got Guardians of the Galaxy, which I've not read yet, which I'm so excited for. Love a good Soarin'. Love a good living with the land moment. I love Donald Duck's ride. I always forget the name of it, but it's always been one of my favorites. And who doesn't love eating and drinking around the world? Like, come on, let's be real. Eating around the world. Ugh. I could eat the world. I could eat everything at Epcot. It's so good. Animal Kingdom, I struggle with Animal Kingdom sometimes because it's the only park that I don't really know like the back of my hand. I don't know where everything is, so I'm like running around like freaking out. But I love how, like, as a kid I used to walk in the forest all the time, as I'm sure most children do. And when I'm there, I just feel like a little kid again, like just running through the forest, hearing all the noises. Love it. Love Pandora. Pandora is absolutely stunning. I actually, every time I go, I cannot believe it's real. It's actually insane to me how they did that. Flight of Passage has to be one of my favorite rides. That was a life-changing experience. I don't know how they did that, but they like dug into my soul and ripped out a part of me that like needed to do that. Like, I didn't know I needed to ride that, but I did need to ride that, you know? And then we have Hollywood Studios. Now, one thing that you'll get to know about me very quickly is that I am a film and TV buff. I have been watching movies for as long as I can remember. I love movies. Love movies. I could watch movies all day. I do watch movies all day. That's what I do. Being in Hollywood Studios, I just love it. Like, lights, camera, action. I love how fun it is. I love how eclectic the park is. I mean, we have Toy Story Land, then we have Galaxy's Edge. Galaxy's Edge is just literally an experience. Like, that is an experience of its own. I can't even talk about that, honestly. We have Sunset Boulevard. We have amazing food. We have great experiences while dining. I love Hollywood Studios so much. We've got Tower of Terror. We've got Rock and Roller Coaster. And I just love it. Like, I just feel so at home at Hollywood Studios. So if it isn't obvious, my two favorite are Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios. Long answer to a very short question. First thing you want to do when you get there. I haven't even thought of. Oh, wow. Well, I'm driving down with Emma and her dad. And so the first thing that I want to do when I get there, obviously I want to move in, duh. But I won't get my self-admissions pass for the parks for, I think it's like a week or two. So probably one of the first things I'm going to want to do is to go to Disney Springs. After a long day of move-in, go to dinner. Disney Springs has been a place that my family always goes to on the first night. And I think I'm just going to want to relax and go to Disney Springs. And the second thing that I really want to do is get a Mickey waffle. Some people hyperfixate on characters. I hyperfixate on Mickey waffles. If I see something that is Mickey waffle themed, I'm gonna want it. I love Mickey waffles. Mickey waffle stan. I pledge allegiance to Mickey waffles. What is number one on your bucket list? I haven't even made a bucket list yet. I probably should, right? Honestly, the first park I'm probably gonna go to is Magic Kingdom. So the first thing on my bucket list is going to be to ride Tron and to watch Happily Ever After with Emma. What is one thing you hope to take away from the program? I definitely want to meet as many people as I can, both professionally and personally. I think that this is a really great opportunity to meet people from all over and to hear different perspectives and to learn different new things. And then another thing I really want to take away from the program is just, you know, the idea of collectivism. I feel like here in the States we are very individualistic, but no matter what job you're doing, no matter what role you're in, every single position is part of creating that bigger picture, which is the magic. And I know I haven't even done it yet, so I'm like talking out of my behind. But, you know, I mean, who wants to go to a park where there's trash everywhere? Right? Like, no one wants to go to a park where there's trash everywhere. Maybe the general attendant of, you know, a Disney park might be able to recognize, but when you sit there and you think for a minute, you're like, every single person that I see working right now, like, if they were not working, that would make my experience less, you know? So just the idea of, you know, everyone throwing in all their energy, helping each other out, and just truly, you know, understanding and appreciating, you know, the collectivist act of, you know, everyone just, you know, working just as hard as you. And I'm really excited to do that. I also really would love to continue to work for the Disney company, but that'll be something that we approach later down the road. I have some goals and things I want to do, but we'll hold on tight to those and we'll make them wishes, you know? What is one of the first things that you might want to buy in Disney World? I really want a Loungefly. I've never had a Loungefly. However, my first Loungefly, I want it to be like either a basic black one or a basic white one, or like white and black, so that way I can wear it with a lot of outfits, because they are super expensive. So I just want to make sure that the first one that I get is versatile and I can wear it with a bunch of different outfits. And then I want to start building my collection of Loungeflies. What is your favorite Disney movie? Animated? Probably, If we're talking about animation, I would probably have to go with Beauty and the Beast. I have to. However, I am a huge Frozen 2 fan now. I, for some reason, just like kept getting distracted in the middle of that movie and just like could not finish it. And I just finished it for the first time the other day. So good. So good. I could watch that every single day, I swear. Live action Disney movies, we're gonna have to go with top three, maybe 4. I don't know. This is not in any particular order. Cinderella, the 2015 version, absolutely stellar and beautiful, and I love that movie so much. The Parent Trap, classic. If I'm anxious, just throw that movie on and everything will be fine. Cruella, hello. Cruella, 1. And then Maleficent. I love Maleficent. I feel for her so much. She is magnificent. Wait, Magnificent Maleficent. Oh wow, I just came up with that. That's pretty cool. Okay, that is all of the questions that I have for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm really, really looking forward to continuing this journey with you all. And I hope you enjoyed this and that you are just as excited as I am for the Disney College program. I am just really looking forward to where this is gonna go. I don't know what it's going to look like, but we are going to learn together. And I hate closing out videos, so we're gonna figure out how to close out a video during this journey and not be weird. But that day is not today. So, best wishes, goodbye.